Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman.
Summer
Classic like
2024,
Dom singing.
they have
Blasted
recently
like Bond
added
swinging.
flag football to the Olympics. There are many things that America sucks at. One of those being cricket, because we don't really play cricket. But one of the things that we don't suck at is football. We're going to draft NFL players because it's about time that the only sport, like the sport that we created with all these amazing athletes, gets some shine. So we're going to do a draft, and he's going to have a team, I'm going to have a team, and we're going to just try and make the best team to go and flip and destroy the rest of the world. Like we're meant to do, like we should do as God-given Americans. It's our right to go and show the rest of the world how much better we are. And if you don't agree, you're a communist.
So there's 12 players. So let's talk about the structure of the team.
I forgot about it. So there's 12 players. It's a 5v5, so 5 players on offense, 5 on defense, and it's a 70-yard field, 30 wide. There is a center, but we don't know if the center is actually a player who counts on the field.
So we're gonna pretend like he does.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend that he doesn't, because when I was like during my summer camps, we never counted the center. The center was just like a dude standing there. It was the quarterback, and then you either had 4 wide receivers or 3 wide receivers and a running back. So we're not gonna. And for the draft, doesn't matter if you want a tight end, you can have them. You can draft as many. You can draft all wide
whatever
receivers.
Whatever kind of positional players you want, but it has to be 6 offense, 6 defense. Rock, paper, scissors to start and then we'll just go back and forth.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
All right, best of 3 or straight up?
Straight up
on shoot.
I'm a one. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Straight on shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay. Shoot. No. Because where's your cadence? You don't have any cadence.
You didn't start with me, so I started slower.
No, you said
ready?
Okay. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay. Well, you were like, and then I started, and you were still here.
You don't have any tempo.
Ready?
Rock. Wait, let me get ready.
Christ.
God. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. All right, I'm ready.
You count us in then, buddy.
All right, you ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What?
You went late. Your last one was late. Your last one,
We're delayed. We're on a delay, Zane.
You threw the last one back like it was about to like explode in your hand, like it was a superpower.
You won anyways.
Would you quit bitching? I'll take it. First pick, Christian McCaffrey.
You're so dumb.
The most versatile. He's literally a wide receiver and a running back rolled up into one. He's the most versatile guy you could possibly have. Of course,
Number 1
I'm taking
pick,
him. Cheetah.
Yours.
Number 2 pick. And we're keeping it like if players are hurt, they're hurt, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jamar Chase. Number 2 pick.
Give me Mahomes.
All right. Give me Justin Jefferson.
JJ. Give me Diggs.
Stephon Diggs? You want Diggs? Okay, now who do I want? There's a lot. There's a lot rumbling in this head of mine. I want to go. I just had him and I forgot him. I want to go. I don't want to go CD. Maybe I do want to go CD. You know what? Oddball. Actually, no, he's hurt. I was going to go Tank Dell. Let's go Nico Collins. Long ball, baby. Long ball threat. I need a long ball threat.
Nico. Give me AJ Brown.
And then give me Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
All right. Do you have any strategy with your picks?
Did you say the quarterback? I thought you said the quarterback couldn't run.
That's the thing. Is that I said if he had pressure, he could.
Oh, okay.
So that's the thing. Do you have strategy? Because I have strategy.
I do too. So I'm on my 5th pick. So I am going to take. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go defense here and go Pat Surtain.
I
The
didn't even
second.
think about defense. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Schneed for
Legarius
my
Sneed.
6. Yeah, Legarius Sneed.
Sneed.
I mean,
Okay.
any NFL corner is gonna lock down whoever, so it really doesn't matter that
But we're
much.
playing each other.
Yeah.
I want Sauce.
Damn it. Okay, now you're gonna have to help me out because I need to think.
No.
I need to think of corners. It's the one position I don't really know. Oh, give me Jair Alexander.
Right. Let's see here. I have one more offensive player I can take and now or I can continue on defense here. Give me Quay Walker off the Packers, the linebacker number 6.
Man, that was my second pick, actually. What pick are we on? 7?
This is the 7th pick. Yes, you are.
7?
No. You have picked all of your, let's see.
Offense.
You have no, you have one more offensive player you can take.
I thought I picked them all.
You have 5 offensive players currently,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
because it's
you
6.
have 2 defensive players. So we're on the 8th pick.
Uh Give me the leader of the San Francisco 49ers defense. Give me Fred Warner
Ready. I'm gonna take Deron Bland here.
as your corner.
Another one, yeah.
As a safety, I'm going to take Kyle Hamilton,
Who's he put on?
Baltimore. I'm pretty sure he's a
Okay.
safety. I'm almost positive he's a safety. I don't think he's a corner.
Okay. All right. Here's where things get sticky. Um, let's see. I want Roquan Smith is who I want.
What position does he play?
Linebacker.
Oh,
He's Ravens middle linebacker.
oh my God! How did I forget about? I forgot that I need another linebacker. All right, give me Jordan Poyer as my other safety.
Player. Okay. So you now have 5 offensive players and 5 defensive players. I have 4 offensive players and 5 defensive players. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go back to offense here. I need open field speed here. And I'm gonna go with, man, this is tough because there's like open field speed that you can go with, kind of that like just like really twitchy guy, or you can go with that big body that you can just put down the field and go get it. I'm gonna go here for the catch radius that he has. I want Cortland Sutton.
Portland Sutton. I mean, that's close to my Nico Collins pick.
Yeah. I just want a red zone threat that's just got a good catch radius that's trustworthy, has good hands. And he's been playing, he played great this year, so I'll give him the nod. I'll give him the nod.
Other linebacker, because I have everyone except for a linebacker. I'm going to throw, even though he's mostly an edge rusher, I'm going to throw TJ Watt into the slot. I think he's smart enough to be able to make the
TJ Watt.
adjustments. Plus, I'm pretty sure he drops back in the coverage a lot more than we think. And I'm pretty sure I'm remembering the Myles Garrett stats. He had like I maybe you know this, how many interceptions.
Something about those Myles Garrett versus TJ Watt stats that everyone's blabbering about.
Yeah.
They're not actual film watching it and seeing who won the rep. They are statistic based probability who won the rep. So they're not like even valid. Not for the interceptions. I'm talking about for like the pressures thing, that the pressures conversation. I don't know if you've seen that conversation.
Yeah, but then there's a whole conversation about scheduling, like what kind of teams were they playing, who were they matched
Sure.
up against during that.
Mhm. No,
But
I
yeah, so
get you.
I'm taking TJ. I think he's got the speed to be able to be a good outside linebacker, and I think he'll be fine in coverage.
I like it.
Plus, it'll get a lot of immediate coverage.
So that was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I still have an offensive guy to pick.
7. Yeah, and then I now have 5. 5. Okay, so this is my 11th pick here. I'm going to take Justin Simmons as my safety. For those who don't know, it is the Broncos safety. So the chemistry there with Pat Surtain, I feel like is good. They have good chemistry on the field. That'll translate well. Your final pick, this is an offensive pick.
I was going to pick two guys, Puka Nacua or Deebo Samuel. And with Deebo, I'm being banged up, but I'm guessing he'll probably be healthy if he was going to compete in the Olympics. I'm going to take Deebo Samuel.
Okay.
For the again with the versatility.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think here because I don't have a true running back. Although, like, I'm just
who did you take as a running back?
I don't have a true running back. Essentially, my like thought process right now is like Tyreek is my running back because I can just pitch him a screen or throw a little screen out there. But if I'm gonna take a running back, which I think the second most versatile bell cow back, especially because this is non-contact, so injuries are more limited, which makes this guy 10 times more valuable. Saquon. Yeah,
really?
he's got really good hands for a back, and they actually put him out in the slot quite a bit. And so he's got good hands. He's got a ton of open field speed. He can make that second move. So I'm gonna go Saquon here.
I would have went with somebody a little bit more shifty. I would have went with Jameer.
Well, see, I was thinking about Jameer. I was thinking about Tony Pollard. Because Tony Pollard he's got that like really shifty,
or Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. But then when I think about, I think Jameer is a good pick here. He's a rookie. I don't know. There's nothing really against it. I just think I like Saquon here. Alvin Kamara still is to me, it's like a contact first and then a move. And Tony Pollard, I just don't have a good taste in my mouth from this year. So I think I want to go Saquon here.
And then now let's get into strategies. You want to start with the offensive strategy or the defensive strategy?
Do you want me to run through the teams?
Yeah, let's run through them real quick.
Okay. So on offense for you have CMC, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Lamar Jackson, and Deebo Samuel. On defense, you have L'Jarius Sneed, Jair Alexander, Fred Warner, Kyle Hamilton, Jordan Poyer, and TJ Watt. On offense, I have Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, Courtland Sutton, and Saquon Barkley. On defense, I've got Pat Surtain and Sauce Gardner. That would be just disgusting. Quay Walker, as well as Roquan Smith. I've got Deron Bland and then Justin Simmons. So I have no real edge rusher. I just have linebackers, safeties, and corners.
So we'll get into that when we talk about my defensive strategy. But let's get into the offense first. Did you want to go first or should I?
Mine's pretty simple. It's just going to be space, pace, and let Mahomes throw dimes into little, let him use his ability to just fit the ball in with all of his different arm angles into, we've got a speed guy in Tyreek Hill. We've got Diggs, who's just a great route runner, and we're taking the contact out of it. So there should be less whining, and he's going to be the best. He's the second best receiver here, but he's going to be that mid-range guy. There's the chemistry, obviously, with Tyreek right out of the gate. A.J. Brown is our deep threat. Courtland Sutton is, again, that red zone, just big body, big catch radius. And then Saquon's just kind of that guy we can trot out and say, kind of same kind of Tyreek role, but it's probably primarily going to be screens, maybe a pitch out, something like that. My scheme's really simple. Like, I'm just talent. It's just talent, pace, and space.
So I thought about going Brandon Ayuk for his blocking ability, but Deebo plays for the 49ers. I'm sure he has some sort of blocking ability. He's also a bigger wide receiver. I'm sure going up against Sauce, he could get it done. The main strategy for my team is I first started building it with in mind that we're going to be playing other people. You said that there's no edge rush. You're not going to be rushing, right? So I picked Lamar for the ability to win. At least when I played flag football, you could blitz if you wanted to, and the guy would have to go out and then throw it. So that's where Lamar would thrive if you wanted to bring pressure, right? He would be great for that. You have Jamar Chase. Obviously, we don't have to talk about him. The main two factors is CMC and Debo. The versatility that I'm going to get out of CMC, because we can hand him the ball off or we can have him do wheel routes. We can even put him in the slot. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's offense is almost made for flag football to a certain,
for real.
yeah. And then also Debo with his jet sweeps as well. And then Debo, there's plays where Debo will take the position as the running back and be the running back. I have two guys that can literally be switched into any position on the field. So the plan is to use them a lot. Plan is to do a lot of fake jet sweeps and then actually give it to them. Have CMC who is known to be able to make those moves, those second level moves, and get them out there. And then once everybody's starting to creep, when they see those jet sweeps coming, when they see Christian McCaffrey do his wheel route, right? Once they take just a half step, we're going to long ball it to Nico Collins, because that's what Nico Collins is good at. So the main plan is Debo, Jamar, CMC, Justin Jefferson as well. They're going to be picking up a lot of our yardage, right? It's mostly going to be on our bell cows, Debo and CMC. They're going to be doing from that 5-yard line all the way to the next 5-yard line in the opponent's red zone. They're going to be picking up most of the yards. And then we have Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Nico Collins to catch that ball. And if anybody wants to bring pressure against Lamar Jackson, go ahead. I have full faith in Lamar outrunning your ass.
The final question here, and I think we should have done this before, but we can throw it in now since we're talking about offenses. Pick an OC and we'll pick a DC once we talk about our defenses. So pick your OC. I think I know who you're going to take anyways.
Yeah, because I have two 49ers players, I'm going to take Kyle Shanahan. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. If I only had Christian McCaffrey, I would take somebody else. I'd probably take the Ravens offense coordinator, because Lamar Jackson is my quarterback. But having those two guys, having a head coach or an offensive coordinator who's used to those guys and knows their abilities well beyond anybody else, it's just going to be a huge up for me and extend.
It's no surprise who I'm taking either. I'm taking Andy Reid, because I feel like we're playing flag football and he's got that backyard football like to a T here. And I almost thought about taking Travis Kelce for the reason that we have Travis Kelce, Mahomes, and Tyreek to where we can do the trickery throwing the ball. Mm-hmm. But then I thought about, in the back of my head, my last pick instead of Saquon, I almost went with Jacoby Myers, because he is like on the Patriots, now on the Raiders. He has thrown so many passes as a receiver. And so I was like, it would just be fun. But I think Andy Reid he's got that backyard fun football kind of thing to where it would just be super fun to watch. The other thing I was thinking about with this
we still got to do defense.
Yeah, I'll get to this later, but yeah, anyways. Okay. Defense. For me, I'm just playing coverage, because I had a feeling you were going to take a running quarterback, and I don't want to flush him out, because then we're just allowing him to just dictate the entire game. He's just going to be running down the field.
How far back are you placing your linebackers?
I'm going to have, we're talking like flat and with a spot. Like,
say that again. You cut out.
We're going to put him in like the flat with like a spy kind of.
Like how many yards? Like, are they going to be 5 yards off the ball?
5 to 8. Yeah, probably 5 to 8. And then I'm going press with Pat and, did I cut out again?
No, you're fine.
Okay, because I got the message. And then I'm going press with Pat and Sauce. And then I'm just going to have, sorry. Yeah.
So you're going to go press coverage with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson?
Hell yeah. I'm going press.
Okay.
I'm going press with Patton sauce, and then I've got Quay and Roquan Smith in the flat, like just kind of playing in the middle of the field, 5 to 8 off the ball. Justin Simmons, Justin Simmons playing my strong safety, and then Deron Bland playing or free safety, where you just go see the ball because we're playing press. So we're bound to get beat at some point. So that way, and now Deron Bland can just go play
So I
receiver.
wasn't a defensive guy, but I know people are going to know this defense that he's talking about, to where you're going to play press, and obviously what's going to beat them in press are those quick slants if they get on the inside. So he's going to have his linebackers drop back and cover that area. The only problem is I've seen seeing Debo, right? You're putting them 5 to 8 yards off the ball, right? I get 4 plays, right? If I get 3 down, if I get 3 yards every 4 plays, that's 12 yards, right? So
Sure.
if you're gonna pull them back to 8 yards, and then good job. If you're gonna pull them back 5 to 8 yards, and then Christian McCaffrey can just get the ball and get 3 yards, 4 plays in a row, and then we can do a jet sweep for 3 to 4 yards. Like, I don't think you understand how much you're going to have to spread out your defense to be able to cover these guys in the offense that we're going to be able to run.
The hard part is, and this is where I'm interested that like how running in it works, because flag football, like running never really makes a ton of sense because there's not an O line, so you can't like. So that's the part to me that I don't get. I definitely get your point. I just don't get how like.
Well, because your linebackers are dropping back in the coverage.
No. I mean, I'm talking about running in flag football. It
I
just
know.
doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't
I'm
make
getting
sense
to it. It's because linebackers, they get so used to dropping back because that's all they're doing, right?
No, I understand the concept. I'm
All right.
saying running in flag football doesn't make sense because there's no offensive or defensive line. So it's just free yards. That's what I'm saying. That's why it does
Yeah.
like
But
the
if you
concept of.
didn't have it, your linebackers wouldn't have, they could stand 10 yards off the ball, and there'd be nothing to stop them.
I get it. It's just a weird concept in flag football to run the ball, and I bet it's going to be pitch outs. Like I bet there
Yeah.
won't. You can't like hand off. It's got to be pitches.
No, you can
Or
hand it off.
really, they said you can hand it off.
Yeah. I mean, from there was no rule saying that you couldn't hand it off. And from my experience, you can definitely hand it off. Like, usually there'll be the quarterback right here, and then you'll always have your running back set up right next to him on either side of him. You'll always have him set up, and then from here is when he'll make his moves. In Kyle Shanahan's offense, obviously they'll motion out the running back a lot, but the reason why you have him right here next to his running back, I mean next to the quarterback, is because when they start dropping back in the coverage a little too fast, they start doing it too often, that's when it's just a quick boom, boom, and then they give it to him, and then it's a quick, easy 4 yards. And then now it's 2nd and 6.
Okay, we'll see. Who are you? And so then for my DC, I want D'Amico Ryans because with all those weapons, bro, he's gonna have a ball.
I'm gonna take. Oof. Who's D'Amico Ryans? Who? What team?
Texans head coach. He was the Niners DC.
What's the Chiefs defensive coordinator? I'm gonna take him.
Spags.
Yes, I'm gonna take Spags.
You want Spags?
Yeah, Spags is gonna be good for them. And
I love that we're talking about this, and I just had this realization midway through this whole thing that we're not going to see any of these guys in the Olympics.
No, none of them. It's going to be mostly rookies.
It's going to be like Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be mostly rookies or like players that are not. Nobody who's going for a Super Bowl is going to be playing in the Olympics.
It's like the beginning of the Olympics when basketball really started to become popular, when we used to just the US used to send college guys out there and we'd still win gold medals. And then they were like, oh, we should probably start, but then we could send pros. Anyways, your defensive scheme.
So for me, it's very simple, right? most everybody's going to play a very regular game of defense. They're going to drop back into coverage. They're going to run cover 2 or maybe man, right? Just normal everyday walk in the park things for them. The only person who's going to have a very special and particular job is the one player that I picked was very different from the rest, which is TJ Watt. Why did I pick him? Because he's an edge rusher. What does Patrick Mahomes do? He's great. He's great at rushing. He's great at getting away from rushers. So if I had a regular linebacker that was going to line up and then run at Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna leave like it's gonna work 0% of the time. What I needed a guy who understands placement of where he is to the quarterback to contain him to and move him to the places that he wants. Right? That's what I need if I'm gonna rush in flag football. So I need TJ Watt there, and I need his ability to understand the positioning and not allow Patrick Mahomes to go to a side of the field that we don't want him to go, right? Because if we can keep him running to the left side, he's a righty, isn't he? Yeah. So if we can keep him running, good job. So we can keep him running to the left side of the field, so he has to throw like this, right? Every single down he has to throw like that because we're containing him and we're pushing him that way. And sometimes we'll just have him drop back, right? Because I bet you Dev's team will probably have some quick slants on that backside where it opens up where TJ's coming from. But that's the main objective with this defense, is to get TJ Watt and his ability and his knowledge of containing a quarterback and not having, because the last thing you want is a comfortable Patrick Mahomes. You don't want a Patrick Mahomes sitting there for 10 seconds. I mean, we see what he could do with 3 seconds. We don't want to give him 7 more seconds.
I think the only other thing with that, which is part of the reason why I wanted Saquon, a little bit of a bigger body here over some of the other guys we talked about, is I don't know, because I didn't really watch the Giants, and I don't know from just in general how his pass block pickup is, but he's a larger human than those other guys that like he's bigger than a Jameer, he's bigger than those guys, and I figured you were going to take some sort of edge rusher, and that's why I wanted a little bit bigger of a guy, a little bit more power with Saquon
don't slap your salami with sour cream just yet there, buddy. I picked TJ and then you pick Saquon. All right. So you reacted to my pick. You did not foresee my pick.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the reason why I wanted to take Saquon.
Yeah.
After you took TJ.
I think TJ going up against Saquon. I don't know. You guys let me know who wins that. I think it's pretty clear who's going to win that.
I think TJ wins that, but I think it buys Patrick an extra second or two, which is all he needs, especially with the speed guys that we have on the outside.
Yeah. The goal is basically get Patrick running to a sideline.
So let us know. You're going to cut it up to where we have the teams, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let us know who wins this flag football Olympics, inaugural Olympic. We'll call it the red versus blue game.
Let's call it what it is. Let's say the real colors here.
The red versus blue game. Who wins?